Hey guys, welcome to the patio. January was a doozy, but look, it's behind us. I thought 2024 may be a little bit better, but I'm not so sure, guys.
She's wild.
She's wild. We got Civil War, World War III, and those aren't movies or history books I'm talking about, boys and girls. This is what's really going on around here. We got Patrick Mahomes back in the Super Bowl. I told everybody we were going to make Super Bowl picks, and we never got around to it the other night. But now that we're all back together, well, almost all back together, I think we'll only get four in one place at one time. You know, Gary and Donnie may be the same person.
I've never seen them together.
Ever. How are you, Father Fortenberry?
I am good. I'm just over here enjoying the new musical release by the superstar, the rap phenom of Ben Shapiro.
The number one rapper in America is
Y'all seen
Ben
that?
Shapiro. I didn't see the.
Have you heard
No.
the song? Dude, he got bars.
He just talks fast. Is what I heard him. And there's Gary. Speaking of bars, Gary got bars. Look at him.
Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm here.
That sound like Gary.
I thought it was Hogo.
How are y'all doing? I'm glad to be here. Nothing's going on.
We're glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here too. I found it. Found the place.
Found the place.
You been gone or something? You only missed like one episode.
I know that feels like forever. In my life.
But 1 week or one episode away from us feels like an eternity.
That I can see.
So
that.
much can happen in one episode.
Yeah, Marty gets his truck back. You know, every other episode, Marty's truck's in the shop. Marty, how is your truck? That's the thing. America wants to know, how is your truck?
Well, evidently, I just went and stole it back because they were supposed to leave the keys in.
Do I have to cut this out?
No,
This can
I
go.
don't care.
This can be broadcast on the
they
air.
were supposed to leave the keys in it so I could pick it up. Luckily, I took my other keys.
The ones that roll the windows down.
Yes, but I don't have a remote in. The battery's in the remote.
My man, he got his truck back.
I'm good.
So
Appreciate it.
So his truck apparently got possessed last time. But let's try.
Like with a ghost, like a spirit.
So you hadn't heard that story where his backup or one of the remotes
Oh,
rolls
yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
windows down?
Like,
I had a truck that was repossessed. Is that the same thing? Is that two ghosts?
I was thinking the same thing.
It's a ghost forward and a ghost backwards. So Jamie started this out with Ben Shapiro. The success of Tom Macdonald and Ben Shapiro explained. Number one on iTunes. How did that happen? I haven't heard it yet. Jamie.
Do y'all listen to any of Tom Macdonald's music?
No, I have no idea who that is.
Really, he's got some good. I've got quite a few of his songs on my playlist. He's
is he related to Ronald?
close.
Okay.
They look real similar.
Okay.
His song is called Facts. It soars to number one spot on the iTunes store, sitting above recent pop and hip-hop hits like Megan Thee Stallion and Justin Timberlake and Jack Harlow. So Ben Shapiro is not only a right-wing phenom. Is that a good way of putting it?
Sure.
He's also now gets to rub elbows with Megan Thee Stallion, Justin Timberlake, and Jack Harlow. I wonder if he'll be at the Grammys next weekend.
So what I do know is
Taylor. He and Tay-Tay.
So like this song right here, Tom Macdonald's. He discusses how nobody flies the American flag anymore, but all you see is the Black Lives Matter flag and the rainbow flag.
Yeah.
You know, he'll make statements like that through all his music.
Oh, so they don't like him. I heard him talking about it.
The left does not like him.
I heard our guy Tim Poole talking about how folks, the establishment doesn't like him, even though they all know his songs have like 10 million plays or downloads or whatever. Kind of like our podcast.
Yeah. Just about.
No, Tom Macdonald does some good music. Anybody that if you like rap and you want to hear something different, go look up Tom Macdonald.
So why do you think their song is number? Because does people really buy music on iTunes anymore?
Well, I assume it probably includes downloads. So like, for example, I have Apple Radio or whatever it is. So I just added it to my playlist. I assume that counts as to their purchase, I guess.
I'm sure they get something out of it.
Yeah, surely it has to at least make an acknowledgement that somebody has downloaded their song. Right?
I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure.
I guess since they don't sell albums anymore.
I'll buy what you're selling.
So
CDs and tapes.
So look, we get done with this. When we get done with this, I'm gonna play that song for y'all.
Yeah, I would play it on the air, but we'd probably get copyright infringement.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and do that. But go check it out. Check out Tom Macdonald. He's a Canadian rapper, and Ben Shapiro. If you don't know, he's the one that strikes fear into all the podcasts.
He's a Jewish rapper.
Yes.
You remember when he went to that podcast convention and they
I forgot.
acted like he was
Yeah.
Hitler that had rolled in? They didn't feel safe.
Yeah,
Look, I want you to look at Ben Shapiro. How many times has he felt people feel unsafe?
Never.
Look,
How many times, Gary?
Never.
never.
I think that's
He
0.
looked mean when the Hamas attacked Israel. Y'all saw that episode.
He did. You see the video?
But he
with
still wasn't intimidated.
Did you see the video with a transgender grabbed him by the neck?
Ben Shapiro?
Yeah. Oh, it was old. It was old. They were like a panel, and
Wow.
he said something. This dude leans over and grabs him by the back of his neck and says something to him. And this Ben Shapiro, like he just seen a ghost. He was terrified.
Well, yeah, he's not he talks a lot, but he's not a big scary guy.
What is he, like 5'8", maybe 130, 120?
Maybe was soaking wet.
Maybe. He's not a very big guy.
No, he's a small guy. Well, I say that he don't look very big.
All right, what's the deal? And I'm coming off the cuff here. I've
What's
seen a couple
the deal
articles. What's the deal with the death penalty all of a sudden? You can't just give people lethal injection. You got to kill them by nitrogen gas execution.
So they're saying that. I mean,
It's more humane.
two things. They're saying that it was pretty brutal. They're also saying it was highly successful.
Yes.
I'm sure it is
because
you take the oxygen out of them. It's like a fire extinguisher for putting people down.
I thought the whole purpose was to kill you.
Yeah, that's the purpose. We were pretty successful with it with the Stones back in the day, and now we're like, we got to figure out another way.
Yeah,
we just can't do
you're
it.
not reinventing the wheel.
They're trying to, and they're doing it poorly. But nitrogen, all they're doing is displacing the oxygen.
Well, you
suffocating.
know.
That's all they're doing is suffocating.
So
But that's also more dangerous for the people that are giving.
Oh
it.
yeah.
So what I do know is, so they're having trouble getting the chemicals for lethal injection.
Because it's lethal. It
Well,
probably
yeah,
is
a
why.
lot of places have said they don't want to do it. A lot of companies, which is crazy because they'll sell chemicals to anybody in the world. But
Yeah.
then I think they're also having trouble getting what's the other gas that they use?
CO2.
Poisonous gas.
Yeah. Well,
Cyanide.
clearly, if it's going to kill people, it's whatever the
argon.
gas chamber that they normally use.
I don't know.
They don't want people don't sell them to them either for that.
Huh? I figured it'd be priced pretty heavily considering that the government's paying for it. You know.
It'd be like allocated whiskey.
Yeah. It's allocated.
All right, I got a poll, y'all. I don't see.
What a coincidence!
There's a poll. Trump could lose more than half of the swing state voters if convicted of a felony. Do y'all really believe that?
No, I think you'll gain voters.
Okay, I don't disagree with that. Half of the swing state voters, that's not really that high of a number, though.
He's probably already going to lose half of them.
I mean, yeah, because the swing state voters, we're talking about
We're
swing
talking
states.
about
Ohio.
we're talking about those 4 extra votes that they dropped in from the people that are in the
I
cemetery.
think that number makes it sound way worse than it really is.
Analysts predict convictions in at least 2 criminal cases. Yeah, of course they are. I mean, look, this $83 million he's got to play E. Jean Carroll. It's all pomp and circumstance, people. That man's not going to pay that woman nearly that much. Did y'all see her on Rachel Maddow? Did you
Yes.
guys see it?
No,
Yes.
I did not.
So Rachel Maddow, you know who that is?
yeah.
All right. So she's on there and she goes, E. Jean, you just won $82 million. Kind of like it was
You
the Publishers
won?
Oh yeah, the Publishers Clearinghouse. You took it to Trump. You got it from Trump. What are you? You're going to use that money for women's right? What are you going to do? So E. Jean goes, oh Rachel, I got great things planned to do with that money for women's rights. First, I'm going to take me and you out, and we're going to buy a whole new wardrobe. And I'm going to buy a motorcycle for such and such, and a this for that one. And it's like Rachel Maddow's appalled. You could see, she threw up in her mouth a little bit, and she liked it. That's the bad thing about it.
Yeah.
She kind of
Look,
liked it.
I think at this, every time they put her in front of a camera, you see
E.T.?
how you see how stupid she is.
Yeah, and did you?
Damn,
see-
I better be careful. I'm gonna get sued for.
Yep.
You said more. Do you know what the defamation was? He said.
Oh, I know. He defended himself. He said she was too ugly to rape.
No, you just got us banned again.
You got us
son.
banned again.
Jamie has set a record. He
Look, I got a
us
YouTube
banned.
notification. They've already banned.
He
us.
got us banned on more platforms than anyone else. We gotta get on.
Oh, I caught us another strike.
He's setting records.
This is why I am
we
almost.
haven't done anything.
Y'all
I caught
know-
us another strike on TikTok.
Y'all probably figured it out, but
Sick of
I'm
TikTok.
like so anti TikTok, dude. I don't even flip through it anymore. I'm just done with TikTok,
Jamie,
or maybe I'm done with Jamie.
Jamie will never be.
Is
done
it
with
Jamie
TikTok.
or is it TikTok? Which is it?
Both.
Oh, it's both. It's both.
Yeah. She's
So
she's-
wait a minute. What did you get us a strike for this time?
I wish I could remember.
See, I don't even see the notification anymore. It doesn't
He
come
don't
down.
remember.
Hold up. Let me see if I can look it up. quick.
Do you put these strikes on your wall like you're counting days down?
like
He gets some
fighter
stuff.
pilots.
No, he goes to the taxidermist and says, "Can you put a TikTok strike? Can you get this on my wall?" He wears it like a badge. And then when people reach out to him and go, "Why are you guys not on TikTok anymore?" "Oh, we're banned this week."
We're on live from the patio.
Okay, it's 4 days
Infinity
ago.
now.
Oh, you told us about that one.
No. This is not this.
This
one.
is not the helm.
That's what I said. The lady had a ham arm.
Yeah. How does ham arm get banned?
So this dude was. I thought it was funny. I thought this was funny too.
Well,
this
everything
dude was
you say
complaining
is
about,
funny,
This
but
dude was complaining
TikTok
about
doesn't think so.
Texas.
Texas.
And he was just railing on Texas in multiple videos, and I put on there, "Damn Texas, did y'all F this dude's girlfriend or something?"
And you got a.
Uh-huh.
Did you say the word?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
then
okay,
that's
there you
possibly why, you know.
Why didn't say it? I typed it out.
You couldn't just do F star 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 or something like that.
What's the what is the purpose of that?
It doesn't get a strike.
Jamie wants his free speech, dadgummit.
I know my free speech, but aside from that,
You can do it on
if
X.
you already know what I'm saying, what difference does it make?
It does.
They could think it said, "What did he do? Feed your girlfriend?"
See,
They'd be mad about that.
Yeah, to be like that fat woman. Don't, oh, I just got
What?
Oh,
Man, geez, y'all are terrible.
hey, did y'all see my post on X with Hago?
No, I'm on X. I tell you, I do.
I
Spend,
need to. I've started to get a little more on X.
I spend a little more time on X
So
too.
I put on here, we could all agree to stand behind Texas, but let's all agree we still hate the Longhorns.
Yeah, we can go with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nebraska. Nebraska is a great state. Nebraska. You live in Nebraska?
Gary lived there.
Yes, I lived in Nebraska for about 5 years.
Well, they've got some new legislature because they're going to support people with addiction, and the legislature could they're going to consider a syringe exchange program. So all you have to do
nice.
is bring in your used syringe, and you get a new one, and you get to go right back out to the street and inject things into your arm you shouldn't be injecting, and then you walk around like a zombie. And you hope that more people come. And
Hold up. Their defense, have you ever been in Nebraska?
There's not very many of those people that do that there.
so they can get away with it. So what it's like 4 syringes a day, maybe that they'll be changing out.
But yes, we can't get free insulin
Yeah.
or EpiPens.
We get free EpiPens, but we can't get free.
No, we can't get free EpiPens either. EpiPens are expensive.
Why? The things we need, you know, but we're giving out free stuff for illegal drugs. That makes
Illegal
Or illegals.
citizens. Arizona Republicans seek to make child sex trafficking. Boy, I put. Okay, so Arizona Republicans seek to make child sex trafficking punishable by life in prison. Why is it not already?
It should be. Yes, it should be.
If I think we've all
Hey.
now seen Sound of Freedom, right?
No, I still haven't seen it.
It'll make you mad.
It's the scariest movie you ever saw.
It gives you hope in humanity.
It does not give me hope.
It does because people are trying to do something.
So
about
in the
it.
state of Florida, they made it where if you, I can go watch what I say, we'll get banned. If you essay a child, you can potentially get a death penalty. Hey, I ain't hate them.
So the Democrats probably hate this, right? Now let's move on. Representative Bowman, I heard about this on the way home tonight.
Let's do pull the fire extinguisher or pull the fire
Yes,
alarm.
exactly. Have you heard what has started to resurface?
Yes, I have.
He's a 9/11 truther.
He's a truther.
He's a truther, and he has poems that he'd written about the truth.
What's the truth?
Poetry slam, baby.
That it was staged, that it did, basically all the stuff you hear. After being asked about his writing, the New York rep, Jamal Bowman, disavowed it, saying in a statement Monday that he regrets his post and does not believe in those theories. So did he not believe them then, or is he lied, or does he not believe them now and he lied and he's just telling you what he thinks you want to hear?
He regrets his decision based on where his team is at now.
Yes.
That's what
It's kind of like most Dallas Cowboy fans.
Exactly.
Yes.
Their team's in the gutter.
Either way, he lied.
We them boys.
But when you're on a terrible team, I mean, now that's the Cowboys. I'm talking about the Democrats.
Speaking on the team he's on, Iman, I got to find it real quick. There it is. Deport Ilhan Omar. Boy, I'm punishing some words.
Ilhan Omar.
That's it.
Garcia Parra.
Because apparently she basically pledges her support for Somalia rather than the United States. Somalia
Yes.
first.
Dude, DeSantis has Boy, he's called everything but putting her in a death penalty or death chamber, whatever they did in the.
I'm all for if you don't want to
Gas
live
chamber.
here. I think we should use our tax money to take you wherever you want to go, and then you stay there.
How about
Why can't we do that?
We just get a van or a big bus, and we'll put a sign on the side. We will take you anywhere you want to go.
Well, so apparently she in this, and I haven't seen it yet, but I think it's kind of common knowledge at this point. But in a speech, she refers to Somalia multiple times as my country.
Okay, then why are you helping?
Exactly.
You know, I never understood that. Along with a lot of people that come across the southern border, whether legally or illegally, Cinco de Mayo, they're got Mexican flags, and I understand being proud of your heritage, but you came here for a reason, and you should at least in some way assimilate. It's okay to maintain tradition, and to know where you come from, but you know what? You came here to be an American. You did not come here to be a Mexican that lives in America.
but let's look at New York. It's what people consider a culturally diverse city.
The melting pot of the world.
Is it because you have Chinatown and Little Italy, and I mean all these places are segregated. I mean it's completely segregated.
Point.
But did you come to America to change America? No, you came here to America because you wanted to be an American. Am I correct?
Well,
outside the people that are being trafficked.
Honest answer: people come to America for a better life.
Okay, because
I get what you're saying, and you're saying the right things, but people come here because they want a better living situation, not because they want to be American.
So why would you want to change it to the living
I agree.
situation?
No, I
that
agree.
You had?
That's just like Texas moving to California. Californians moved to Texas.
Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. Because didn't Joe Rogan do that?
Yeah, but I think Joe Rogan's probably a little more.
Elon Musk also recently told everybody if you want to, I don't know what he was getting at. I didn't look it up, but he said, because apparently he's in a struggle to make decisions for Tesla. He said, if you want to be able to have board members control what their companies do, you need to move to Texas and Arizona and get out of California.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're leaving Texas, or I keep saying Texas. They're leaving California and New York in droves.
They should.
Yeah, but what are they going to do when they get to these new places? This is the part that should scare us, because if you flip Texas, America as we know it's done.
Yeah, it's going to be run by
It's done.
4 or 5 big cities.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's where they're going, and they want to bring their same bad ideas and same bad policies into these other places. They don't want to move there. They want to move there because it's nicer. They don't realize their ideas is the reason the other place wasn't so nice.
It's very hypocritical. It's insanely hypocritical.
Insanely hypocritical.
I remember bashing Democrats a few weeks ago, and I was told they're not that bad.
Yeah, you bashed pretty hard. And I tried to reel you back in a little bit, but you just
When was this?
He put it on
2
TikTok.
weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh, it was on TikTok.
And I said they was vile and everything.
He said vile. He said Democrats are vile and they hate people.
Look, I just saw a TikTok. Talking about them being vile. I just saw a TikTok. A gentleman was discussing. He found out one of his friends was a Trump supporter.
Okay.
And short the story up, they no longer can be friends. It is not. He could not be friends with.
See,
this
that's
man.
how COVID worked.
Well, they were never friends.
And I agree. And then I went to the comments, and so many people was like, "Oh yeah, I had a 30-year-old friend. I found, or a 30-year-old long friend. I found out they were."
You can figure out what states and cities they live in.
I just like I'm astonished that you would give up a friendship for politics.
Well, I know.
Isn't that outrageous?
It is, because
That's terrible.
Families split over this.
Oh yeah, I mean, my mom growing up was a huge Democratic supporter, but didn't make me want to hate her or anything. I mean,
But Democrats
see that.
So 30 years ago,
she was big on Bill Clinton.
Yeah, but Bill Clinton. I mean,
30 years ago,
long time ago,
Democrats and liberals.
Oh yeah, it was
were
different.
much different
They
than the progressives of today.
Oh no, I think today my mom would be on the Trump. She'd be a Trump supporter, but back then she was.
she been the Trump train.
No, she wasn't on the Trump train.
No, she would be though. That's what I'm saying.
She would be.
Trump
I
train.
think she would be now.
Come on, ride that train.
Because my mom could use
You can
common
do
sense,
it.
you know.
I don't know who my mom would. I don't think she'd be.
Oh,
Trump
my parents
supporter.
loved Obama.
And I think
They did. Because they like, Obama's going to give us everything.
I think my mom would been a whole big
Loved
Obama
him.
supporter too. I think she would have been.
I don't know where my mother would have fell.
Look, and we can judge things in hindsight.
We can.
the Obama wasn't as bad once Congress changed.
I think Obama was a terrible president.
Well, the Obamacare was terrible.
But his policies were bad.
But you compare to Joe Biden.
Well, and shit, dude.
I mean, Bill Clinton looks like. He wasn't a bad person.
Joe Biden expected your vote just based on what party you normally voted for,
and that's what he got.
And
that's what he got,
plus a few more.
And that's the only thing you're rating on.
He got it, and I mean, like Obama. I mean, Obama is famous for killing U.S. citizens with drone strikes.
He killed more children than any other president ever, and he won the Nobel Peace Prize. Did you see Trump is now nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize?
I did.
For the Abraham Accords.
This is the fourth time he's been
nominated.
I've watched a lot of videos today where people are going back and saying, "I'm sorry, I should have voted for Trump a long time."
Their vote didn't matter.
It didn't, but
thank you for the thoughts, though. I think this was a story Jamie sent me today that he thinks is going to be controversial. Attorneys for 18-year-old migrant.
Oh, yes.
Accused in death of St. Johns County deputy seek to dismiss the manslaughter charges. Aguilar Mendez was accused of resisting an officer with violence and aggravated manslaughter on an officer after a confrontation with St. Johns County Sergeant Deputy Michael Kunovich happened in May of 2023. Boy, I actually hit all them words. Kunovich died from a heart condition. According to the medical examiner, he collapsed and was taken to a hospital following a struggle with Aguilar as Kunich tried to search and detain the 18-year-old from Guatemala. Okay. I did not expect
it's torn, isn't it?
this story to change my mind, but the dude shouldn't be charged with manslaughter.
I've heard two versions. I've heard that he didn't fight as much as they say, but regardless,
He resisted
arrest.
But also,
officer had a heart attack afterwards.
That's not manslaughter, guys.
No. So they
That's
fought.
not manslaughter.
I mean, it'd be the same thing as
it's no different than January 6th when those officers, the guys had a stroke 3 days later or whatever.
Banned again.
I thought the dude must have put a knife in his chest or something. But if you get manslaughter out of that, shame on you. We have to have some type of common sense here.
So in UFC, if somebody's fighting there and someone has a heart attack, is that manslaughter?
I think that might be a bad
I didn't read
example.
this before now because I was like, why is this
that's
controversial?
And I really would like to have Donna here to get his opinion on that. Being a former
Come on,
police
Marty. You can be the guy that says no death penalty. You never argue with anybody except your truck. You should argue with Jamie.
That's enough about the truck.
Oh, here we go.
You know what? I'm going to go on. It could be considered manslaughter.
Marty's truck will be manslaughter.
I'm going to go with that because I agree. It could be manslaughter.
Okay, you just doing that because you want to argue.
I do somewhat, but I do somewhat agree. Would he have had the heart attack if he wasn't attacked?
He would have.
Yeah.
A week later.
Yeah, clearly he was. Clearly he would have had the heart attack eventually. I mean,
all right. So
isn't a police officer required to have certain physical
they
attributes?
do. I think they do. Yeah, but a heart attack can be caused by overstress.
okay, so let me ask you this:
Go for
It's
it.
a heart attack murder ever.
if this gentleman had just broken away and ran, and the cop chased him and then had a heart attack, would that change your opinion?
Oh.
So what'd you
He's
say?
been wanting to say that to somebody all day.
No, I just
Walk me through it one more time.
So instead of resisting arrest, the guy just breaks and runs.
Let me tell you in ways
Breaks
you
a run,
understand.
and the guy takes
The
off.
police officer chases him and then has a heart attack.
Let me
No,
tell you this.
then that's not manslaughter.
Marty's
What?
crazy
What?
truck.
It's the
Marty's
same
crazy
thing.
truck takes off, and Marty's running after the truck because it's now a rogue truck, and he has a heart attack. Do we charge the truck with manslaughter?
No, but
Well, I hear that a baby's having a choking and he runs up to the Heimlich and falls over with a heart attack. Gary's like,
Manslaughter.
Put that baby-
killed him.
put that baby in jail.
so they got in a fight. What if the guy hits him in the chest?
Like
He
Well,
shouldn't
like
have
a
been
ninja?
Hits him in the
resisting
chest.
arrest.
Like a ninja?
Yeah, the guy hits him in the chest. You know, the
He
bad guy.
does a 6-inch punch like,
We all know that there is a such place that you can hit somebody in the
apparently according to Buffalo Bills.
apparently
according
so.
to JD. Oh,
But-
I should have said
Hey,
that.
that's what I was gonna say. That made me think of this whole thing.
Look,
Don't hit him in the chest. But if you hit him in the chest, he went into cardiac arrest.
and it
then
was
yeah,
right
it's
between heartbeats. Like,
But
Yes,
You-
Like
exactly.
DeMar Hamlin.
Like
Like DeMar
exactly.
Y'all, hold on. Marty's trying to talk. He
you
never
don't
talked.
resist arrest. You,
You should not.
no, you shouldn't resist arrest.
But that's why you should get charged with manslaughter.
So, but how?
the
But
chest.
what's this with him fighting?
That's not manslaughter.
And I'm curious to see how much fighting he actually did, because that story doesn't.
There should be a body cam.
There's got to be a body cam based on today's.
Because it could have been don't arrest.
Yeah,
the guy
don't-
goes, falls over.
Why were they arresting him for?
But it,
Look, the story that led me to this was a TikTok video that was really slanted, so I didn't even. I mean, according to the TikTok
Which
video,
way?
this guy was just walking down the road being a Spanish.
They didn't tase him in the heart, did they?
The cop.
no, the other guy took the taser and tased him in the
tased
heart.
him in the heart.
Then you don't think it would stop? He'd start up some more. Be like a pacemaker.
But all right, the only way I could see him not being charged with manslaughter is if
He didn't kill anybody?
Is
Oh,
if-
never mind.
he's like, I'm resisting arrest, and the cop's like, okay, well, let's fight, and the guy's like, okay, so they both agreed to the fight, and then he gets hit in the chest, then no manslaughter. There you go. The cop had to agree to the fight.
Another story time.
So, hold on.
I just saw a man that has
So
been
what-
sentenced with murder.
Yeah.
And this wasn't a funny story, but just made me think of it. He was sentenced to arrested for murder. The charges are pressed. His girlfriend came home with the wrong groceries, and her 2-year-old son walked up and said, "Let's fight." And he punched the boy, hit him into the wall, and killed him. Maybe think about you talking about mutual combat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
I think the
Speaking
boy
of
was like,
X the other
I don't
day-
think that's mutual combat. He was
I don't
underage.
Gary or Jamie, you had to happen across this on X. There was a lot of people talking about it. It was a white young man who
the
was
dude that slammed a kid on the playground.
no. There were
Oh.
like 4 black kids in this house that were just beating, and he died. That's the story going around X. It was Alex Jones had brought it up, but anyway.
The frogs are gay.
All right, Gary's got something special for us to try tonight, and then I got one more story that may be controversial, but I doubt it. But what do you got for us, Gary?
I got us a bottle.
Hold on, let me put you on main screen.
Let me see. I got a bottle called Digits.
Is that a pimp hand on it?
I think it's.
I would not consider him a pimp, but he's Arkansas born.
I'm considering that
Oh.
that may be Scottie Pippen's hand.
It
because-
is Scottie Pippen's hand.
Is it his actual hand?
Oh, yeah.
Because this is a bourbon from Scottie Pippen and Dave Finney that focuses on distinguished and mature bourbon whiskey.
Distinguished.
I don't know who
and
Dave
mature.
Finney is, but I know Scottie Pippen.
I do.
Join us as we try
So-
distinguished and mature basketballer.
This will taste like it has been near the goat, because that's what
Yes.
Scottie Pippen was
So
near
is
the
this
goat.
goat? You know what? If I'm Michael Jordan, I have a bourbon called Goat Sweat.
Goats. I drink
Goat juice.
goat juice.
Well, I thought that, but that sounds terrible. But Goat Sweat sounds a little better.
Goat sweat does not sound better.
It does.
It does. It's got a good ring to
It's
it.
got a good ring to it. Gary, we'll just start out. What kind of cork or whatever's in
Nice
top of it? We got some
bottle.
blends here.
Is it glass? Is it all like a decanter?
Yes.
Marty,
What, did we have an energy drink that was goat something?
Yeah, there's a goat energy drink.
What's it called? Goat.
Goat,
Okay.
goat.
meaning the greatest of all time.
Goat nads.
Why did Marty pour his so light and everybody? He didn't like smell.
No, my glass is different.
That's what she said.
So does this go in your cork collection, Marty?
Heck yeah.
Oh, I'm still on
Okay.
Gary. Y'all should have told me that. All right, so let's
I don't
take.
know though. You may have to.
Oh,
That's
that's a nice.
like a
note. What's the proof of this thing, Marty Moore?
90.
It's a lower proof
Hold up.
than what we're.
Time.
I think it's a nine.
Oh, you got the glasses on.
Marty versus the truck.
I think it's 92. I think.
Yeah.
So put that
All
up
right.
to the
There's
camera.
some-
Let's take one more good.
Here, let me go zoom in on somebody. There's Gary. No, let's go from Marty. There we go.
There you go.
There's that pimp hand.
Digits.
Spin that ball around. He's got his.
Let me get them digits.
Get all of them digits, all 5 of them.
Okay, but now this was on a.
So what'd you run
Clearance.
across this at, Gary?
This was I found this at Kirby Wine and Spirits in Memphis. Now it was on clearance, so that's
Okay.
why
This
I
is
went
young.
for. That's why I
It's
went
very young.
Just some young digits.
for young digits.
The reason I say it's young, I get a
it's light.
lot of.
It's really light.
It's a light colored, so it's probably not very oaky.
I get a lot of methane off of it. A lot of alcohol for a low proof. I mean, we've been drinking some high proofers that don't have that strong alcohol smell.
Hopefully, it's not methanol. You'll go blind.
Okay, the taste is good.
It's,
Okay.
It's light too.
That's solid. Look, you're not going to pick that. Well, some of us might not. You're not going to pick it out of a lineup, but I'm going to tell you this: that's not going to be at the bottom of any
Oh no,
What did bottle cost you?
$30
on sale.
It was on sale. I think normally it runs 60.
I was gonna say,
Okay, I
probably
gotta
about
tell you,
half price.
That's a sipper.
It's
a great mixer. I'll tell you, that's not bad at all.
I like it,
no,
I do too.
especially for $30.
There's no like.
There's no burn to me.
There's no burn, and but that's the low proof.
That's
but
low
there's
proof.
also not that spice.
But it's higher than the regular, like it's higher than 80 proof.
What is it? What did you say?
92.
92.
That's good.
I mean, we've been sipping on
Okay.
this one right here. The
We've
set
been
the bars
sipping on some scissor.
is about 112.
Look, that's solid, bud. I'm surprised.
You got a deal on that one.
I'm surprised. That is.
It goes down
look,
very smooth.
for a bourbon connoisseur. This might not ring the bell, but I'm gonna tell you what. That's not bad, boys.
Did they have some more?
Yeah, you can have some more.
No, did they have some more?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, a decanter like that costs more than $30.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's
good.
That's probably why it's so smooth. It has no
I
cork.
like it. I like it.
It's that cork board that messes this up.
So, where would you rank this in bourbons? What would you compare it to?
Jeez. You know what? If I could get this normally around $30, I wouldn't mind drinking this with a Buffalo Trace, like a Buffalo Trace or Elijah Craig.
Yeah, that's what I was just
was
thinking.
thinking
Like a
Elijah
mixer.
Like a mixer.
I bet it. Yeah, because it's just got a normal like whiskey taste.
Oh, Granddad.
Oh, Granddad's exactly what I was fixing to say. That's,
Yeah.
that's what I
Solid
compare
stuff.
it as. Oh, Granddad.
I'm surprised. I really like it.
Like, I don't think I'd
And
pay.
I like Oh Granddad's benchmark. I would put it right there, and it's a little lighter than benchmark. Benchmark's got a little heavier
But
taste.
for
Who's going?
$60, if it was 60,
No,
if it's 60, I'm not going to get it. But
Who is anybody going out of town in the near future? Because I need some benchmarks. I think I've drank all of mine, and them bottles. Next time I'm in a place where I can get those benchmark foolproofs or whatever, I'm buying 3 or 4.
Florida,
of them there.
Alabama.
All right, look, here we go. Montana. When you hear about Montana, what do you think of? You think of the mountains,
Blue
you think of
skies
blue
and-
skies.
Montana, I think.
I was so surprised by this story, Father Fortenberry said. But go ahead. What do you think of, Gary?
Vast land. There you go. Montana.
Montana parents say they lost custody of daughter after opposing 14-year-old's gender transition.
I don't picture that in Montana. There's like nothing to do in Montana.
A Montana family claims they lost custody of their 14-year-old child after opposing her interest in changing genders. And while the governor's office defended the move, it stressed to the Post that the state does not remove minors to provide gender transition services. So what they remove her for then?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they remove her for, and I hate to be this guy, but honest question: if they're removed, then I'm no longer reliable for her medical bills.
I agree.
Well, that's the whole point, don't you think?
If you're removed,
I guess. I mean, I could see the state saying we're removing out of your care, but you still have to do.
They said that she expressed suicidal thoughts at school, and that's why she's removed from the home.
If she has
Bullshit.
suicidal thoughts, she has
Bullshit.
issues. And doing an addictomy don't change.
I don't think
your suicidal thoughts.
I'm sorry, but I'm not a health person. I'm not a psychiatrist, but I feel like if you have,
Clearly
if
not. You don't know what to call.
I feel like
A health person.
if you're having issues and think you're having suicidal thoughts, I don't think you should be doing major changes to your body that are non-repairable
Yes.
ever.
I don't mean yes, you should. I mean yes, you're right.
I know what you're saying, Jimmy. But yeah, I don't think you
It's insane to me that this is even a topic.
I was talking to
How crazy is that?
It's insane. I was talking with my kids the other day, and I was sitting there saying, I was like, as a parent's job, it's my job for you to keep from making decisions that could affect you in your.
So was
in
this
your-
Kiki that you were explaining this to?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It's my job to affect you making decisions that'll affect you as an adult.
Rest of your life.
Because the
Yeah.
things that you decide on now is do you agree with me that you're probably not going to want that same thing at 18, 19, 20 years old?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to get them to see. Now, do kids have ideas and great
See,
ideas and things? Yes, they do.
Sometimes they do.
But I don't want you to change your body to where you're looking back at 18 and like,
I had
why
one
did I
goal.
do this?
In my 20s, I had one goal. At 50, I'd play on the senior PGA Tour. That's not going to happen. I failed miserably.
When do you turn 50?
Next year.
You got a year.
You better be
It's not
practicing.
gonna happen.
You got the hat.
Not gonna
You
happen.
got the hat.
You're almost there.
We can
Not
go
gonna
watch
happen.
a PGA tour.
And the senior one at that, but no. Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Look, you know what?
You could bet.
Before he turns 50, would he like sneak a set of clubs in and like go to the FedEx Classic and you just run out there and stroke somebody's ball? That sounded awful. Run out there.
That sounds.
Run out there.
That sounds like something you would do, actually.
Let's get
Just
his
run out
name
there and
on.
just hit the drive or something.
Let's get his
yeah,
name
but
on
you-
the back of a caddy.
That would be epic. Y'all gotta
Would
record
you
it, put
be
it on YouTube.
arrested if you run out there and like sit at 2 feet from the green?
If you run out there and stroke one of those balls, yes, you'd probably
Look,
arrested.
have y'all been? It's not hard to get onto the course. You
No,
just
we
kinda
walked.
walk out there.
We walked across
and,
the course.
and look, they would be like waving, "Hush, please," or whatever. They
You know,
do.
my highlight of going to that tournament was seeing Bubba Watson just shank one.
Oh, yeah, that's all.
I felt
It makes you feel real.
I felt so like I know the feeling.
like
Yeah,
it's not
hush.
me. It's the ball. You know.
No, it's you.
Yep.
Don't worry about it.
Bubba Watson, he looks at his club just like I do.
Yeah, it's the like you're looking maybe like part of the shaft is missing or something.
So that family was told that letting. I gotta read this statement real quick. All right, they were told that letting Jennifer, that's not her real name, transition and live as a boy was in her therapeutic best interest, and because we aren't willing to follow that recommendation, the court gave custody of Jennifer for 6 months to the state. So if let's just. I better not do this. You'll get us banned again, Jamie. I was gonna say, well, what I was going to say, let's say a doctor came up to you and said, we think it's in the best interest that you let us take your baby boy and transition him.
And the child agrees to it.
You're going to throat
Yeah.
punch that mug. I already know what happens.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's none of their damn business.
I'm gonna
Why
transition him from
we
standing
will
to
let
laying down.
parents use drugs around kids. We'll let them traffic those kids, sell their bodies, do all kind of things. But you don't let your 12-year-old start hormone therapy, and we're going to take that child. Come on, people. Look, the meme you sent the other day is so real. It said, "Here's." People from the 60s go, I can't believe I wore bell bottoms, or 70s.
Yeah.
People from the 80s said, I can't believe I wore
I
a
saw
mullet.
this too.
In the 90s, I can't believe I wore parachute pants. And then now here we are in the 2020, I can't believe I cut my cock off, basically. Right? That sums it up.
Yeah,
And we probably just got an X the band too, but you know what?
But it's the truth.
it absolutely is the truth. I mean, look, I'm to the point now where I'm fine with drawing a line in the sand. I mean,
This is the hill I will die on.
this is the hill I will die on.
It is. But
Harming our children and doing that is the hill I will
Because
die
it's
on.
not like you're changing them to a woman. It's not. That is not what you're doing.
No, you're changing them to what are they called? Where they cut their balls off?
Dang it. Eunuch.
Eunuch. You're changing them to a eunuch.
A eunuch. Because I was trying to think of that word. I had to
A
smack you to get the
gelding.
word. It's the same thing. Dude.
All I can think of. Do y'all remember the movie Year One?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Like the eunuch has his carries his balls in a pouch and throw at people.
Did he ever get them back?
They were stoning the guys, and he said, "Ugh."
Jack Black movie.
Look,
ain't it?
Yeah, Jack Black.
Look, you two have dominated the conversation all night, but
sorry.
I want to hear what Marty got to say. Well, Marty, what you got to say? You got something to say. This is going to be a normal thing, so you can start thinking about
All
it.
right, I got-
Toward the end of the show, we're going to say, Marty, what's on your mind?
Marty got a grandbaby just being born
a
in this
unit?
stuff.
A grandbaby
No,
unit?
Eunuch.
being born in this stuff. I mean, you
yeah.
got a little one that's just
Yeah, she just turned 2.
Yeah, Marty, what you got to say about it?
Man, I just want to say we didn't talk about the Super Bowl. But we got time. We got a couple more weeks.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
All right, so let's do way too. All right, the spread right now is San Francisco by 2.
2.
They're by 2. Okay.
Yep.
I got the Chiefs.
You've been having the Chiefs. I have actually picked against the Chiefs for the last 3 weeks, and I lost every time.
I do got
Keep doing that because
I do got a solid question for you guys.
Okay.
Does Taylor Swift get a Super Bowl ring if the Chiefs win?
If look, that dude loves that woman. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Say what you will about Travis and Taylor, she gonna break his heart because that boy is he's at another level in love with that girl.
She could go to another level, like breaking up with him and becoming like a bad girl instead of the good girl.
I ain't saying nothing about it. I don't need these Swifties all up in my feed.
Look, I think it's sweet as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. That girl looks like Donnie said it that night, like a teenager, and that's her high school football crush. And that boy loves that girl. And that's look, if they in their 30s or 40s, whatever they at, and probably their 30s, but and they just now getting more power to them.
I think Roger Goodell's paying her.
I don't think so. I don't think nobody got paid her.
I think they're in love.
It may be one of them things that fast love goes as fast as.
A better story would have been him and Lizzo dating.
That'd be Jamie over that.
We're trying to be serious.
Lizzo can suit up if they get a buy for linemen.
Jamie's like,
y'all
this is
laugh.
real love.
Jamie loves some Lizzo.
I do love
He
Lizzo.
loves some Lizzo. Y'all don't even realize it. He got a screen, and that's his screensaver. It's Lizzo, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, but I got to have one of the really big iPads.
I hope it's real love, though.
I don't look.
I hope it is.
Whatever it is, it's fun. It's fun. Look now, Brittany Mahomes and Pat Mahomes. Everybody's tired of them, and Jackson. Throw a little Jackson in there.
That's real love, though. Some of the stuff that she says, that's real love.
Brittany Mahomes.
Yeah, because she was saying something about like he comes home and doesn't do anything. That's real love.
Did y'all see him without a shirt on? Did you? I know Jamie probably did. Did you see that video, that picture of him in the locker room without a shirt on?
Mahomes?
Yeah, he looks like one of us.
Dad
Maybe
bod.
not
Dad
me,
bod.
but one of y'all for sure.
Except he's got an awesome arm.
Did y'all
yeah.
see the video, the pregame before the Ravens?
Oh yeah, they went out there messing with the kicker
Well, the kicker, that's that
Justin
jackass
Tucker.
kicker that is always trying to
that
warm
never
up.
misses.
He's always trying to warm up, and he's the one that was warming up and kicking into the cheerleaders and stuff.
It's because he's an opera singer.
Is he really?
Justin Tucker, yes, he's a professional opera singer too. Look it up. I
He
watched
needs
it.
to learn to be a quarterback because they need one.
He can kick it.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, y'all was riding Lamar's meat 3 weeks ago.
I sure was.
Oh, that was Gary. My bad.
I was gonna say, hold up. Now I've been telling y'all Brock Purdy is more than a game manager.
I think he's game manager.
The dude won the game Sunday.
No, Detroit choked.
No, he won that game.
Troy choked.
It was a choke. It was a choke.
I love what Eminem said though. Eminem said, "Detroit, we love our coach, and I'm gonna bring y'all a ring home next year." Eminem said that. I'm not sure.
How they gonna do that?
He's gonna be coach.
He's on the
I
team,
vote
man.
Hey, maybe Detroit's the new them boys.
Maybe.
We them lions.
Them
we
lions.
them cats. No, we did cats. Look, Detroit's a great story. Did you see Jamel Hill? You know who that is?
Yeah, that little racist chick.
Yeah, she's when they let that guy go in Miami. He interviewed for the Detroit job and said, "Can you believe they hired Dan Campbell? This is who you get."
Yeah, I remember that. She was all yeah.
And you know what? Now Dan Campbell, if you got HBO,
Yeah.
did you watch? What's it called? The NFL preseason.
Oh yeah.
They had the Lions. It's
last year they did the. It was last year.
Arizona. They did Arizona last year. They did Detroit this year. Man, Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
That dude won me over.
He's a baller. I mean, he's an actual ball player.
He is a player's coach.
And
Smart guy.
I saw
He's
somebody.
big guy
I saw somebody said this to make a really good point. He said, "Go look at successful coaches that used to be players, and very few of them were
Winners.
top players.
Right.
It was always the guys who had to film study and work hard, and
Oh yeah.
you know,
I got a great stat for y'all. Y'all may have heard this already. So, Christian McCaffrey, Kyle Shanahan, coach, player. His daddy, Kyle Shanahan's daddy, was coach of Denver when Ed McCaffrey's dad, won 2 Super Bowls. They will be the first group of coach, son, 2 sons winning in that same capacity as 2 dads of San Francisco win the Super Bowl.
I also saw another stat. Shanahan was involved in one of the biggest playoff letdowns and one of the biggest playoff
Comebacks.
Comebacks.
Yeah.
Which letdown was it?
Which one was it, Gary? Remember,
Was
he,
it against
I don't know.
Cleveland?
he was the Atlanta coach when they
Atlanta.
lost in the Super Bowl to
Mike Shanahan was? Or Kyle Shanahan?
Kyle.
He was the offensive coordinator.
offensive good coordinator.
Hey, don't me tell you
Yeah.
the saddest story of the whole entire. It's
That
almost
Bill
off.
Belichick's not the Atlanta coach?
No, worse is Mike Smith.
Yeah.
He got hired by the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's the saddest.
Assistant coach.
No,
Offensive
offensive
coordinator.
He's terrible. Marty, y'all
And-
doomed.
He's a terrible guy.
Hey, but at least they can fly to games in FedEx.
Hey, he was really good with the Titans, when he had Derrick Henry run the ball every time.
They can put the players on crates and send them to the games.
They hired him as offensive coordinator.
Yes, I saw that come across.
Speaking of NFL, I saw something today. McAdoo, who was the coach for the Giants. This dude goes down in history as one of the worst coaches the Giants ever had. He, though, wanted to draft Pat Mahomes to play in New York City, and the general manager overruled him. If he had drafted Mahomes, is New York?
Who did they draft instead of Mahomes?
Saquon, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, Saquon's a good guy and all. I think Saquon's a good.
Yeah, Mahomes is game. Mahomes is Tom Brady. Look, after what he's done in these playoffs,
six.
They shouldn't have won. They shouldn't have won these 2 games. These 3 games they won in the playoffs.
They should have.
They should not have.
They should not have.
They only won those because of Pat Mahomes. Now I'll give them credit for that.
They won the Miami game because of the
cold
weather.
Yeah.
But Buffalo should have won that game. They went into Baltimore, kicked their ass. I think Lamar Jackson choked. There's no other way to put it. But Pat Mahomes was the guy. In both of those games, he deserved to be there. Shout out to Pat and Brittany Mahomes. And Jackson Mahomes gets to go too. Bless his heart.
They're gonna show Kelsey and Swift's first kiss under the Super Bowl.
They already
confetti.
showed their kiss after the AFC Championship.
But underneath the Super Bowl confetti.
I think if they
I
win,
think so.
He proposes to
Yes.
Taylor Swift.
So I'm gonna
If-
put.
I wonder if
going
they're
out there.
going to have a movie like One Night in Swift, like they had One Night in Paris.
In China, you mean? There was both of those. One night in China and one night in Paris.
I didn't know that. One
And
Night
Ray
in
J-
The
gonna-
WWE China? Yeah, there's one night in China too.
And Ray J's gonna direct it from the Kardashians.
Hey, speaking of WWE, did y'all see the big news in WWE? Not Vincent
I know
Mann
what you're
getting ran off.
What do you get run off for?
Something like some sexual stuff. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
WWE is moving to Netflix.
Why not?
That's a massive deal because
I cut my cord.
So what happens to all these other people that I hadn't watched WWE in years, but is that something the NFL might look at? Or
They already
NBA?
did.
They're already doing
Peacock.
their prime.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, how many more people are going to
Look,
start?
Peacock. People fussed about it, but Peacock had the
I
highest.
didn't see why everybody complaining.
In 5 years, do you think people will have a cord? Anybody?
No, but Peacock got the highest. They spent $100 million on it to get that game, and they had the highest influx of subscribers. Something like 50 million subscribers. They more than doubled their money in that one night.
Yeah.
And it was $5. You're like, I'll pay $5 a night. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yep.
His game.
I had it anyway because we.
Yeah, I did too.
What's the show with their Cowboys? and stuff?
Yellowstone?
Yeah, Yellowstone was on.
That's on Peacock. I thought it was Paramount.
Maybe Paramount.
Yeah, he signed
I
up
had
to both.
of
He
them.
wasn't sure.
I got one.
He knew it started with P.
No. Charlie on Peacock because of
The Office. That's why I was on there. I love The Office.
what's the one where they go Big Brother? Big Brother's on Peacock.
CBS.
Nobody watched.
Peacock, same thing, isn't it?
No, that's
no,
ABC.
no. That's
hell,
Oh,
I-
NBC.
I was going to get
Damn,
rid of Peacock.
The only reason I
She
did
told
it
me
because of football.
That's
Exactly.
right. That's right.
We had it already.
Because they're going after the gamblers. They know the gamblers buy.
All right, y'all. I'm
To
going to play
watch.
us out.
All right.
I said I would.
He lied.
Turn it up. There we go. All right. Look, it's been a great show. This was a good show. Gary, I don't mean this to sound like gay or nothing, but I miss you when you're not here.
Oh, I'm just scared.
Marty, what's your part, Marty?
Let's go, Chiefs.
Jamie.
I always get that win tonight, baby, against
Who we playing
Missouri.
Oh, we'll beat Missouri, baby.
No, we're going to
Gary.
brains keep in.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button. Look, y'all liked our bourbon video. We're about to change a little bit. We're gonna have LFTP bourbon, LFTP beer, LFTP travels. It's coming, and then we're going to share all of our lives with you.
Arkansas's winning.
Outlaw.
Up 7-5.